This conference will now be recorded.
Just log in your applications and then you can check that where is in last class. Okay, we done for last class the data transform, right? Data transform is completed. So we done for appending and map to. This is completed now. And then one more thing, so how to call the data transform in activities. This will be completed. Then today I will show you then where you can use this data transform into the projects. So the first thing, the data transform mainly purpose is how to transfer the data into one page to another page or one page list to another page, and we can use data transforms. But I'm going to show you some other project, not for this project. Okay, let's say some log into other application now. At rate of loans, the password is rules. Click on Dev Studio. Let's go to run the case now. Suppose there is a two pages, one page for current address and another page for the permanent address, or one page for the billing address and another page for shipping address. So click on login and then move forward. Yeah. So this is screen. Now let's go to third screen. In the third screen, and then this is the current address and then permanent address will be there. And customer is enter the current address here. Okay. So what is the customer enter the current address, and then the permanent address is same as for current address. Permanent address is same as for current address. No need to enter again. Just click on the checkbox. The data will be transferred to current address to permanent address. This is all. The data is transferred now. So how to implement this logic between these two layouts, and then I refer into the page list. Just to open the section. Collect personal details. Sorry, not collect address. I think collect for the address details. Okay, this is the one page, and then another one is this is the second page. Between that, drag and drop one layout, and then drag and drop to one checkbox here. So just to give refer some property here, same as property. So then after click on the checkbox, and the data will be transferred into current address to permanent address. So here I created one action set here. So once click on the checkbox, and then refresh the section, and then call the data transform here. So I told in previous classes how to call the data activity. Okay, how to call the activity. So once refresh the section, how to call the activity here in action set, right? So this is the requirement to call the data transform. So what the data transform logic is, if you open the data transform, set the current address is equal to permanent address. The source is current address, target is permanent address now. Okay. అంటే మనం ఎక్కడికి కరెంట్ అడ్రస్ నుంచి పర్మనెంట్ అడ్రస్, టార్గెట్ పర్మనెంట్ అడ్రస్ కి డేటా ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తున్నాం, దట్ ఇస్ టార్గెట్. సో దట్ మీన్స్ యూ కెన్ ఈక్వేట్ ఇట్ current address page dot property equal to permanent address dot property. So set that same all properties into the page. That's the logic now. Okay, now click on submit this and go to actions and run this the case. We'll get the result. This is how we can refer the data transform in this is one situation. Okay, this is one requirement. Okay, this is another project. Actually we don't have any some address details in our project. That's what I just showing for another project here. Okay, is it clear guys? Any questions? Now let's move on to another our projects where you can use the data transforms. What is our project requirement? I will show you there is a different requirement actually. Then I will show you that log in your application now. 1 second. Sorry, so login admin @ of your application here, password is rules, account login. Fine. Okay, let's go to open this one case. So we created so many case IDs, right? All case IDs will be stored in this class. The class is mapped to the table, correct? Just open the case. Inside the case, how many case IDs we created, and these are all case IDs. Suppose I want to retrieve some particular 29003 case ID. Suppose there is some per day 10 customers are creating for new account opening process in online. Each and every customers and it is one case ID will be generated. So as a bank operator is going to retrieving that based on the customer ID or case ID or request ID, retrieve the customer record. If you click on begin and then exactly we can, so it will ask some, one UI is displaying here, it will ask you some case ID and then we can search the case ID and we can enter the, we can retrieve the data. Okay, that is what nothing but a based on the case ID then how to retrieve the data. Okay, suppose recently created this one, right? So 30002 is recently created and click on begin now. These are recently created. So what are the case details? Something MasterCard, card number, email, transaction ID. The customer is enter the some details, right? So what are the case details is enter. Then how to retrieve this data? Okay. So then this is what about requirement. Another requirement is how to search the duplicate also here. I'm going to show you one more requirement. Case management concept. How to search a duplicate search. Okay. First we'll go and what are the things will be required. Okay, first I'm going to create some let's go to case type. Okay, so these two are the case management concepts only guys, and one concept is case management, case design. Optional actions is under the case management. Optional actions under local actions and is completed or not completed. Optional actions. Completed now. I told you then there is a two type of actions, local actions and flow actions. Now I'm going to teach you what is optional actions and then today new concept in case management, duplicate search. Duplicate search. Okay, that's so there are the two concepts I'm going to teach. How to add the optional actions or case-wide actions. Case-wide actions. That's it. And duplicate search. Both are into the case management concept only. Okay. They will ask like what is optional actions and how to add the optional action into the case-wide and stage level and how to search a duplicate. So what is duplicate search I will tell you. First we'll go and discuss about the optional actions. This is concepts under the case design. We have some lot of concepts in coming class we'll discuss. నేను అన్ని రాయలేదు మీకు సో కేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఒకటి రాయలేదండి మిగతా అన్ని నోట్ చేశాను సో దెన్ విల్ డిస్కస్ కేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఆల్మోస్ట్ 20% విల్ గెట్ ఇట్ టు ద ఎగ్జామ్ ఓకే లెట్స్ గో టు there is some optional actions here. Optional actions is nothing but it will be visible on all stages into the case. Suppose any details and change state. These are the predefined optional actions, correct? Suppose let's go to run the case. Okay, that edit details and change states are visible on every stage into the case. Okay, let's click on done. Click on submit it. So go for actions here, and there is some edit details and change states. Okay, these are all the predefined local actions or optional actions in the stage level. I mean case level. Case is nothing but collection of the stages, right? So that optional that local actions will be visible on all every stage into the case. Okay, if we click on edit details and then the details are displaying for all details are displaying for editable mode here. Okay, suppose if we click on change stage, then customer is wants to move to the which stage, either some choose the stage and then if you select some chargeback or something resolve the case. Okay, then if you click on submit, then we are entered into the resolution stage. We get some resolve completed. This is all our test low case level local actions, case level action or case wide local actions. We can, if we click on optional actions, we will get the option called case wide actions. In the case wide, then each and every stage level, what type of actions user is wants to perform, then we can go and apply the case wide actions. Now I'm going to search my case IDs. అంటే సపోజ్ ఏదైనా మీరు ఒక పర్టికులర్ బేసిక్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఎంటర్ చేశారు మీకు ఒక రిక్వెస్ట్ ఐడి క్రియేట్ అయ్యింది అనుకో the bank operator is going to search your details based on the request ID. So after entering into the request ID and then click on submit button, then the bank operator will be get the result. So this is the first name, last name. Customer will enter the transaction ID. So this much account number, this TRN, some details, account number, and then country, city, state. These are the details will be retrieved, right? So then same requirement only. I can retrieve the data based on the case ID. Case ID is a primary key here or POID. Click on search, collecting for the information. So let's go to case search screen. This is a case wide local actions. After adding this step, then in right side we'll get the configure view. Okay, click on configure view now. Here we can add the fields. So already fields will be there. No need to add some additional fields. You can just select it. Some case ID here. Okay, the case ID. Then I want to retrieve some network. Card number. Okay, these are the data. So set that all fields are read only, should not be editable. User will be not enter these details. Okay, user will be editing this, is not able to edit this only for read only. Set that all fields are read only here. Now here the case ID is not displaying for any read and editable, but generally so this case ID is editable, so we can change this case ID into the UI how to set the editable mode, and click on submit it now. So the section and the action, the flow action is created. The flow is not created. This is a case-wide actions, user actions. The flow is not created for this. And click on save. Now back to the App Explorer and refresh the App Explorer now. Go to here, user interface, section, and then case-wide local actions. Go to process flow action, then case-wide flow action also created here. Case are screens created, and then the fields are displaying by default in editable read only. If we click on converting into editing and then click on convert to editable mode. Here the the case ID will be editable, right? How to set this property is editable. Let's go to property in presentation. There's some by default read only is there. Click on editable mode. Then submit. So after entering this case ID, then after click on submit. Okay, just a drag and drop one button here. Okay, drag and drop the one button. So in this button, so we need to call one activity. So we need to create an activity, call that activity under the buttons. So this change of button caption is some search the data based on the case set. And then as of now, click on save it. Fine. Now what we need to do, we need to create some activity now. Okay. Let's go to create an activity. So which method is suitable? Tell me. Okay, data and చేయాలంటే ఏ method? So OPC open or OPC open by handle. We have multiple methods. Right? Which method is suitable to retrieve the data? Hmm? Okay. OPC browser. One second. Okay. So which method? Tell me. OPC open or OPC browse? Based on this ID, then so we're going to retrieve the data. OPC open. Why? Because this is a only key, only single key, right? This is a single record. You can retrieve only for one record only, not for multiple records. Okay. That's one you can use for OPC open, not for OPC browse. Okay. Now, so let's go to create an activity, call the activity under the buttons. Let's go to create, then technical activity now. Okay. Let's go to some populate case information. Okay. This is my activity. Go to create and open this activity now. Okay. Go to payers and classes, give some class. Okay. That is SOM. your work class, give the work class any page. Okay, any page, just to give any page. Fine, a temp page or something, any page. Let's come back to steps and then use OPZ open method. OPZ open. So when you are going to expand it OPZ open, what are the parameters we need to pass? These are the parameters. We can pass the, okay, that all case IDs will be stored under this class, right? So go to give the your work class. PODC is your work class. Fine, here we can just give some step page as a temporary temp page and come back to the property name. Okay, what is the property? So we can pass your input is POID is your input. This input is comes from PO work page. I'm going to give the primary dot. Okay, POID. Primary is a keyword. Okay, what is the runtime page for to hold the details, right? So the default page is the PO work page. Instead of giving for PO work page, give the primary. Suppose if you want to give the PO work page, what we need to do? First, we can go for page and classes, add the work class, and the page is PO work page. Then only we can come back here and add the PO work page dot your request. Okay, that one also fine, and primary also fine. Primary dot PO. Let's go to click on save this. And then come back to the section. Call this activity in the under the buttons. Let's go to create an action set here. Once click on this button, we can hit the master cursor in this class actions, and then where you get activity display refresh. Here we'll get the activity to call. So I told you how to call the data transform and data transform concept, but here that activity, let's go to create an activity. That activity is populated case information is our activity now. Okay, click on submit it and save it now. Fine, and test the data. So before going to run the case and open the tracer and run it now, go to actions and run the case. Okay, let's go to tracer, minimize the tracer and enter some data. Enter the MasterCard, transaction ID, amount, everything, account number. These are the details. So 132002 now. Okay, fine. Click on submit it now. Everything is fine, and then go to actions and click on case search screen here. The local action will be displaying, and then it retrieve 32002. What are the data you retrieved? The data will be retrieved here. The transaction ID, amount, some card number, amount I did not enter, card number, account number, everything will be retrieved. Correct. So 32002, the customer is entered this information. My requirement is I want to retrieve the previous cases also, not only 32002. Ante created 32001 also created, right? 32001. I want to retrieve for 32001 case details. After entering this case ID and click on search, okay, the data is not updated here. The data is not refreshed here. Observe it. Still the same data only. Okay, so current work object ID you are retrieving, but what about the previous, like previous work items or another work items? We are not able to display the data into the UI. Let's go to check once the data will be there or not into the tracer. The tracer is search it 32001 now. Okay, 32001 searches. That output data, yeah, account number is there and something card number is there. Okay, so the data is there, perfect, correct. So the card type మనం ఇంతకుముందు సెలెక్ట్ చేసింది ఏ కార్డ్, మాస్టర్ కార్డా? సెకండ్, the master card కదా 5. Yeah, the data will be there in tracer, but the data is not displaying in UI. Why the data is not displaying? Anyone tell me? If you want to displaying this data in UI, what we need to do? If you want to check, go to the tracer also, the data will be there or not into the, sorry, clipboard. Go to the clipboard, the data will be there or not into the clipboard. Now under which page? Tempa. First go for PO work page. In the PO work page, that investment info, this is the current case ID details. మనం సెర్చ్ చేసింది డిఫరెంట్ కదా. Okay, we can't able to see in keyboard, and then we can just see the tracer only. So then this is the data 3T002 and then 300. So then you are retrieving for only for current work ID. Okay, 32002 or 32001. I mean current work ID is 32002. Okay, so you are retrieving that. But what about the previous work ID 32001? It is not able to retrieving, right? So how to do that? But the data will be there in tracer, but the data is not populated into the UI. How to do that? How to display the data into the UI? Till now, any questions? Okay, observe one thing here. If the data is there into the temp page, okay, so then we're going to, what we need to do, just to transfer the data into temp to PO work page now. That is the thing. Let's go to close it. Here we need to create one activity, I mean data transform. Okay, let's go to create a data transform now. Right click, go to create data model, data transform. What is the data transform is doing? Data transform will be transferring that data temporary page to pivot work page. First a temporary page set challenge data first of all. Okay, let's, I'm going to give some same name, populate case info, populate case info, create and open this data transform. Go to page and classes, SOM, your work class, and give the same page. In activity we already mentioned some page, right? Let's give the same page here. Come back to definitions and give the source to target here. Okay, so let's come back to sections. Open this section now. Okay, which details you are going to retrieving, and then we need to give that property, that field values into the data transform. Network, transaction ID, transaction date. Set that all values. Network is equals to, that is a source, that is we need to give some page dot network. We are going to set the values from this page. Ee page clipboard lo kuda ledhu kada, right? We are going to set the values from this page now. First of all, network, ట్రాన్సాక్షన్, ఫస్ట్ ఈ పేజ్ సెట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఈ పేజ్ లో నుంచి మళ్ళీ PO వర్క్ పేజ్ కి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేయాలి. దెన్ టెంప్ డాట్ ద ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఐడి అండ్ దెన్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ డేట్ then temp dot transaction date. Then here we can give like dot another properties, amount, card number, account number. Click on save it now. Fine. Now we'll come back. So where you can call this data transform, and then if you can call this data transform in activities. Okay, so you can, before that, so here we need to add the some PO workspace under the PSN classes. Why? Because we need to transfer the data into temporary page to PO workspace. Okay, let's go to give the classes work class only. We'll come back and then how to call the data transform in activity by using apply data transform method. So here we need to mention the PO work page, expand this method, call the data transform. What is the data transform? Populate case information. This is the data transform. Click on save this. Fine, right? Now let's go to and test it. Let's go to actions and run this. In second, just clear the tracer and done. Search the data, some MasterCard, then start with something. In terms of 32002, but 32003. Some transaction ID here, some transaction date, some amount, and then can enter the account number also. This is a validate you already have. And click on submit. This is 32003, right? I want to retrieve from 32003 and 32002 also. 32000 we enter for the network is Visa, right? Go to case search screen. 32003 data will be retrieved. But if you enter the different transaction ID, I mean different case ID here, after click on search, then amount and everything. So click on search. See the data is refreshed now. And then Visa card and then the card type and then account number, everything is perfect. Suppose if you enter 32001, different data, card number and so I enter so MasterCard. 32001 is a MasterCard. So we are not enter amount and then transaction date and transaction. That's what it's not retrieved here. Okay, this is how we'll be retrieve the data based on the transaction, I mean case ID or work ID. Any questions, guys? This is optional actions. Okay, let's move on to another concept called duplicate search. డూప్లికేట్ సర్చ్ అంటే ఏం లేదండి, వెరీ సింపుల్. మీరు సపోజ్ ఏదన్నా లెట్స్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు ఆల్రెడీ క్యాప్జెమ్నికి ఇంటర్వ్యూ అటెండ్ అయ్యారు అనుకోండి, రైట్? వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఆల్రెడీ డేటా ఉంది, డేటాబేస్లో డేటా ఉంటుంది. యూఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ట్రైంగ్ టు అప్లై వన్స్ అగైన్ విత్ ఇన్ 1 week. యూఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు అప్లై ద అగైన్ ఇన్ టు ద క్యాప్జెమ్ని. సో వాట్ విల్ హ్యాపెన్? యువర్ ప్రొఫైల్ ఈజ్ డూప్లికేట్. వై? బికాస్ యూ ఆర్ ఆల్రెడీ అటెండెడ్ టు ద ఇంటర్వ్యూ, correct? Suppose if the customer has already entered the case details, if it is going to enter the same details, then customer is get the duplicate. మీ డీటెయిల్స్ అన్ని కూడా వస్తాయి ఎనీ టైమ్స్ మీరు అటెండ్ అయ్యారు, సో దెన్ ఆల్ డీటెయిల్స్ విల్ బి గెట్. సో దెన్ దట్ ఈస్ ద నెక్స్ట్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఈస్ then duplicate search. The optional action is completed now. Duplicate search. So what are duplicate search? Then how to implement this duplicate search in our project? I will show you. Excuse me. Open this case. Here I added one more process here and search the duplicate. Okay. Suppose if you want to add the process and how to do, then you can go for add process. We can add the new process. Okay. So we have this is the out of the box rule, and then we can get the duplicate. So whenever search the same value, we'll get the duplicate. Okay. Then I will tell you how to add. So then first of all, I will go into actions and run this case. Okay. First of all, I'll show you the result. Then now what is the duplicate search and all. So okay, fine. Let's I'm going to enter the మనం ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఐడి చాలాసార్లు 1 to 3 ఎంటర్ చేసాం కదా, రైట్? సపోజ్ నేను సేమ్ 1 to 3 ఎంటర్ చేస్తున్నా. సో 1 to 3 అన్నప్పుడు ఏం చేయాలి? సంథింగ్ డూప్లికేట్ కదా. 1 to 3 చాలా సార్లు ఎంటర్ చేసాం. సో 1 to 3, దెన్ హియర్ విల్ జస్ట్ డిఫైన్ some condition also here. Okay, let's go to this duplicate search. Here transaction id same. మీరు ఏదైనా ఇంటర్వ్యూకి అటెండ్ అయినప్పుడు యువర్ మెయిల్ ఐడి ఈజ్ ఎ కీ, ప్రైమరీ కీ ఈజ్ మెయిల్ ఐడి. మీ మెయిల్ ఐడి ఆల్రెడీ ఎగ్జిస్ట్ ఉందనుకోండి, సో నేను యువర్ డూప్లికేట్. ఓకే, దట్స్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ డిఫైన్ సమ్ కస్టమ్ కండిషన్. ద ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఐడి ఈజ్ సేమ్. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఐడి ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్, then it will check that is a duplicate. If transaction is not equal, then that is not a duplicate. Let's I'm going to search for some 1 2 3 transaction ID. Okay, click on submit it now. First I'm going to show you, then how we'll find out the duplicates. See, this is a display for duplicate cases. How many cases you created for the 1 2 3 transaction ID? So in cases మనం క్రియేట్ చేస్తామంట. అర్థమైంది కదా? సపోజ్ డిఫరెంట్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఐడి ఎంటర్ చేద్దాం ఒకసారి. Let's find go to search some different transaction ID here. What happened here? Okay, let's go to find different transaction ID. Some 111 is, I did not enter any 111 transaction ID in UI. I think so. Okay, just to test it. Let's enter the validation of phone number. Oh, మనం ఒకసారి ఎంటర్ చేసినట్టున్నాం. Fine. Let's try to another one. సో ఎంటర్ చేయకపోతే I think నేను duplicate ఎంటర్ చేస్తున్నా. enter duplicate previously. There is no duplicate here. Did you different friends are the duplicate are the mention? So if you want to implement, it's very simple. Let's go to here and add process. Okay, and ఒకసారి నేను add చేసి just delete this. I'm just go to add the new process now. Okay, ఇలా న్యూ ప్రాసెస్ క్లిక్ చేస్తే ఇలా వస్తుంది మీకు. ఏదో సంథింగ్ నేమ్ ఇచ్చేసేయండి ఇక్కడ, some test. Okay, some test, and then here we can give the some step name like Next step, add step is go to more. We have out of the box. Okay, we have automations. So duplicate search. Search duplicates. So select this and click on select. Then that duplicate search is added here. This is automation, automatically processed. Then already added it, that's what is came. Then after adding this, then we can go to add the conditions. Okay, we can add the conditions. Suppose ఇక్కడ మనం search చేసాం కదా, మీకు చూపిస్తున్న ఇలా ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేయాలంటున్నది. ఓకేనా, లేదనుకుంటే నేను ఓకే లెట్స్ కమ్ బ్యాక్. I will show you directly into the in our project. డిఫరెన్స్ అర్థమైందండి? డూప్లికేట్, వాట్ ఇస్ ద డూప్లికేట్ సెర్చ్ అంటాం, అర్థం కాలేదా? Let's go to case life cycle. Here we can add the new process. Add the new process. So step each, I can add the step. Go to more automations. Search duplicate cases. Select it. So here we can add the conditions here. Okay, so what is the base conditions? Go to add conditions and base conditions. Here you can select the fields. The fields is transaction ID. So these are same. Okay, transaction ID same. Then we will retrieve with the, it will just check that is duplicate or ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఐడి కాకుండా మీరు ఏదైనా ప్రాపర్టీ ఇవ్వచ్చు. ఇక్కడ నెట్వర్క్ సేమ్ అయినా, లేదంటే ఏదైనా ఏపీసీ కోడ్ సేమ్ అయినా, లేదంటే కంట్రీస్ సేమ్ అయినా, ఏదైనా కూడా ఆ పర్టికులర్ ప్రాపర్టీ సేమ్ అయింది అనుకోండి, దెన్ దట్ ఈస్ అ డూప్లికేట్. ప్రైమరీ ఐడి ఈస్ ద మెయిల్ ఐడి. Suppose if you're going to apply any jobs and all, so the primary key is the mail ID. They are going to search your data is there or not into their databases through email ID. If it is email ID is not there into the database, you are not a duplicate. Clear, right? This is what about the define the conditions. That's it. This is how to search the duplicates. Okay, then అది రన్ చేసి చూడండి, మీరు ఎంటర్ చేయండి డీటెయిల్స్, then you will get a result. That is a duplicate search. Clear? Any questions? Fine. So let's that's all today. Then we will meet on tomorrow. So we'll start the next class is report definitions. Okay, so we'll start report definitions and activities. Okay, and then agents. That's it. Okay, fine. Okay guys, bye.